Every year or so, the AI world hands you a new word. Prompt engineering, agents, context engineering, vibe coding, harness engineering. They pile up, they sound like hype, and they sound like they all mean the same thing. But here's what took me a while to see, and it's the whole point of this video. They are not all the same kind of thing. Some of them are real engineering disciplines and they line up into one clean ladder. And some of them are a completely different kind of word that just sits next to that ladder. So let me sort them onto one line, oldest on the left, and show you the difference. Start on the far left, 2020, with the thing everything else is built around. The model, on its own, it does exactly one thing. Text goes in, text comes out, and then it stops. It doesn't remember you, it can't open a file, it can't press a button. So the model is not a technique, it's the raw material. It goes on the bottom row, because everything we are about to meet is a way of working around this box. Keep it down there and watch what people start building on top of it. Late 2022, ChatGPT lands and millions of people discover the same thing at once. How you word the question changes the answer. So the first real discipline shows up and it gets a name, prompt engineering. The job is simple to state. Engineer the words you send into the model. This is the first rung of the ladder, so it goes on the top row. Notice where the effort sits right up against the model in the wording of one message. Hold that because the ladder is about to climb outward from here. 2023 and something different arrives, so watch which row it lands on. People put the model in a loop and hand it tools it can actually use, run this, read that, search the web. Now it doesn't just answer, it takes steps and gets tasks done, and the word for that is an agent. But an agent is not a discipline, it's a capability, a new kind of thing the model can do. So it goes on the bottom row, next to the model. Here's why it still matters though, and it's the key to everything after this. Agents are what the next rungs of the ladder will be built to control. Early 2025, a very different word shows up and it belongs on the bottom row too. Andrei Karpathy posts a phrase almost as a joke, vibe coding. It means you stop writing code line by line, you describe what you want and you let the thing build it while you barely read along. But notice that's not a discipline, it's a feeling, a way the work started to feel. It's about you, not about the machine. So it sits down here as a mood, not a rung. It's a real shift and it's worth naming. It just isn't the same kind of word as the ladder above it. Mid-2025, we climb back onto the ladder, one rung further out. People realize prompt engineering was too small a frame. What makes a model smart isn't just the wording, it's everything you load in alongside it, the documents, the memory, the examples. So the second discipline gets its name, context engineering. The job stepped outward from the words in one message to the whole window the model sees. Same kind of word as prompt engineering, one rung up, and that's why they belong on the same row. Early 2026, the ladder climbs again, and this is the rung most people miss. Once agents are looping and calling tools, something has to run that loop, pack the window, and carry out every action. That surrounding software has a name, the harness, and the model is only a small piece inside it. Engineering that scaffolding became its own discipline, and in early 2026, it got its name, harness engineering. The job stepped outward again from the window to the whole machine wrapped around the model. And here is the line worth keeping. When people say AI agent, most of what they mean is the harness, not the model. June 2026, the newest rung, and it arrived right on cue. Peter Steinberger and Adi Osmani put a name to the next step, loop engineering. The idea, stop typing prompts to your agent yourself and start building the system that prompts it for you. You step out of the loop and you design the loop that runs the agent without you. The job stepped outward one more time, from the harness to the loop wrapped around the whole thing. 4 rungs now, and every one of them is the same move. engineering a layer further out from the model. So pull all the way back and look at the shape of the whole thing. On the top row, one clean ladder, 4 rungs, all the same kind of word. Prompt engineering, the words. Context engineering, the whole window. Harness engineering, the software around the model. Loop engineering, the loop around that. Every rung engineers one layer further out than the last, and that is the entire story. On the bottom row sits everything people mix up with the ladder. The model it all wraps, the agents that made the higher rungs necessary, and vibe coding, which is how the work feels, not a discipline at all. So the trick is this: when a new word shows up, ask one question: is it a rung or is it something sitting next to the ladder? And when the 5th rung arrives, and you'll know exactly where on the ladder it goes. Don't learn the words, learn the ladder.